Yeah, so what a weird experience it was for me these past 2 days. What happened is I went to I guess you'll call not department-wide, but I guess team-wide meeting for my company. Like we had people from different parts of Pennsylvania and different areas in New Jersey. We all came together for a big team meeting, excuse me. And in the room, I was there was actually in the room, there was one other natural other than me. She was, I guess I want to say like late 20s, early 30s. Like she had like a little bit bigger than a TWA, but she had it pushed back in a puff, and she had it like it was not really curly, but maybe like she might have done like a chunky twist out or something like that. But anyway, it was really nice. And for me, whenever I see somebody natural, like I always go over and I try to go over it and say I all the time don't, and I'll give you a reason why I don't. But I felt compelled because this woman, she's, first of all, in my company, in my department, there's not many black females. So just to see her and see a natural female there, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go over and say something to her. So I went over to her during one of the breaks and I said, wow, your hair is just beautiful. I love it. And the reaction from her was like, why get out of here. She was like, thank you. And kept it going. Like, I was so shocked. I mean, here we are on YouTube. We compliment each other so much. You're like, oh, your hair looks so nice. Give advice, that and the other. And I'm sure she's a YouTuber because nowadays there's not many people out there that's natural. I would say that's not a YouTuber. Or even if they're a YouTuber for just looking at stuff. But I'm sure she probably is, and she probably compliments everybody like, hey, love your hair today. Love that twist out. And here I am, and she's like, ugh. I was so, like, taken aback, So now I'm like, if I see another natural, screw it. Not going to say anything. I mean, I probably won't be like that, but that's how I feel. And then the other time was I was in the gym, and it was a step class, and there was like a female, maybe about like 2 aisles up from me, and she had this gorgeous curly, it looked like a twist out, and it was like nice color, red and black mixed in. So I went over there, I said, oh wow, I really love your hair. This wasn't recent, this was about, I want to say, about last year around this time. So my hair was shorter and I was wearing it in like a curly fro. It was basically a wash and go, a kinky curly. So anyway, I went over there and said, wow, I really love your hair. And she looks at me and she goes, ah, no, I really like your hair. I'm like, but yours is so full. And I'm like, yours is so... I didn't do that, but in my mind I was like, this woman was wearing a wig. And I didn't know it, so I guess I kind of took her by shock because the way she said, no, I like yours. She probably was like, this is a wig. And I looked at it and I'm like, damn, how could I be fooled by a wig, And then another time, I was in a parking lot and I saw this lady, and she had like real nice twists in her hair. So I was going to a Whole Foods store actually, and so was she. And usually you see like a lot of natural people in Whole Foods. So I went over to her and I was like, oh, wow, I really like your twist. And she looked at me. Thank you. And then, when she looked at me, I could see that whatever, it wasn't her hair, And I'm like, damn, why can't I find somebody who's really natural? So yeah, so that's why now I kind of feel like I don't want to say, so if I see somebody that's natural, like A, number one, I have a hard time trying to find out who's natural and who's not. And B, like when you see some naturals, they're just like, but yet when people approach me and they say, oh, I love your hair, that, the other, I feel complimented. I don't care who they are. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Like one time I was in ShopRite and this woman says to me, oh, no, I love your twists. They're just gorgeous. What did you do? I was happy. So, I say to her, give her her whole routine. But I just don't know, like, where some people just, I don't know, don't want to talk about being natural or what the story is. And the funny thing was, throughout that whole meeting, I found out, like, there were, like, some other black females there, too. They were relaxed. 1 or 2 may have been relaxed. The rest of them were all, like, weaves and stuff like that. So none of them made an effort to come over and say hi or talk, Like, yeah, we're sisters. We're here in this department where there is nobody else. We're going to stick together. I mean, they just kept their own little table off to the side. But you know me, I made my way over there and I started talking to them, this, that, and the other. And they were like, fine. Thank you. Why is it we do that? Like, okay, you're here, I'm here too. in this white world, so why can't we like stick together as a team? You know, hey, you know, why am I gotta be the outside person? You know, just because I don't work in the same building as you doesn't mean that we don't have anything in common, you know? So, yeah, and then one of them, she had this huge, long, flowing weave, and then the second day of our meeting, she wore a beautiful head wrap. I mean, it was gorgeous. I wish I had a camera I could take a picture of, but I didn't have a camera. She probably wouldn't let me. She probably would have kicked my butt. But anyway, yes, I complimented her. So I said, wow, that is a beautiful head wrap you're wearing. She was like this. What is that? I mean, first of all, head wraps are a rarity in work, and if somebody's complimenting you, I'd be like, oh, well, thank you so much, or whatever. I would have elaborated on it. Nothing. Nothing. So, I don't know. That's just my rant, and I figured let me just get it out here because it bothered me. So, this is how I wore my hair. I took a big banana clip and I just swirled my hair up in the back. That's the back. And this is the other side, how it looks. And you can see I just used a big clip. And I found this clip in Claire's. I love it because it takes a mess of a hair and creates a beautiful style. See? Yeah, I had to get the big ones. My hair got to be so thick I now had to get these big claws. And I like it because number one, it's got the little scoops and it's got these little diamond studs, not studs, but maybe like crystals on them. So anyway, catch you later.